What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Burrow77 here to talk to you about Barca versus Inter for leg one of the UCL semifinal. Barca is a large home favorite here, probably fairly accurate, though they are going to be without Lewandowski. Inter is struggling a ton here to close out their season. They've lost 3 of their last 3 matches. They're fumbling the Scudetto, but let's be honest, Napoli and Inter have gone back and forth fumbling the Scudetto for the last month or so. Nobody seems to be able to win games that they should over there. It's been a very interesting season in Italy. Great promotion and relegation battle. Great top 4 battle. Just very interesting football going on over in Italy. So if you're not watching Serie A, I highly recommend it. Inter's just been struggling to find their form recently. DeMarco has been struggling with fitness, but should be available here. He did play over the weekend. Pavard came off with a knock after 15 minutes over the weekend, so that is a concern for their right back / center back there. Inter's always very, very talented and very good at playing defensively and playing low-score games. I know that hasn't been the case the last couple of Champions League games, but in qualifications, they only gave up 1 goal in 8 matches. They finished towards the top of qualification. In Barcelona, they're look, I don't like Barcelona, so it's not like you're not going to get me talking nice on Barcelona, but like Rafinha's playing well. Yamal, even though I think he's running his goddamn mouth a lot, is playing well. He's shooting. Things haven't super been falling for him, but yeah, I mean, the kid's got talent and he's fun to watch. So, look, it's hard for me to give praise to Barcelona because I fucking hate them. So yeah, I don't know. I like Inter here. I think you're getting a pretty decent amount of value. Inter on a +1, sitting at like -130, -125. Doesn't seem terrible here. I like the under. If Inter have any control of this game, it's going to be defensively. So the under 3.5 is super juiced at -178. That's kind of bullshit. So I like the under 2.5, sitting around +145, +150. As far as game props go, I'm not going to take a Barcelona team total under at +142, under 1.5. Barca's capable of scoring 2 goals. I don't think Barcelona scores 2 goals without Inter scoring, though. I really like both teams to score here. I think a 1-1 result isn't bad. If somebody wants to go get a second, by all means, but I think both teams to score is very much in play here. So let's take a look at these predicted starting 11s. Barcelona and Hansi Flick have come out and said Szczesny is going to be the goalkeeper for UCL, for the rest of UCL. So with Ter Stegen getting healthy and coming back, that's not going to be an issue here. Said Ter Stegen may rotate in for the remainder of the La Liga season. So if you're a Barcelona fan, that's something to keep an eye on. But Szczesny has been holding it down between the pipes and is going to continue to be the starting keeper here for Barcelona. Like I mentioned, it looks like Lewandowski is most likely not going to play this game. So you're going to have Ferran Torres probably playing striker. I think Rafinha is just, this is probably the best price you've seen on Rafinha since like week 8, week 10 of La Liga to score or assist here at home at -125. Yes, it is juice. Yes, I fucking hate paying juice on to score or assist props, but for Rafinha at -125, I'll bite the bullet. I'll pay the juice and I'll play it. He is just performing at a level that justifies going and laying 25 cents on the dollar there. So I still think that's a good look. We've talked about this a couple of times. Pedri doesn't shoot nearly as much in UCL as he does in La Liga, which probably is smart. He's got better guys who shoot better than him to get the ball to. I think Pedri's a fucking shit. I think all he does is fucking cry, roll around on the ground, bitch about fouls while committing some of the most heinous fucking fouls on the planet. Him and Gavi, both complete fucking pieces of shit. So yeah, but if you want to bet Pedri or Gavi, that's your prerogative. They both shoot. They both put them on frame. Um, I, I I can see why you would like to do that. I'm just telling you the facts. In UCL, those guys aren't shooting as much. They're getting the ball to Rafinha. They're getting the ball to Yamal. They're getting the ball to Louis. They're getting the ball to Olmo. They might shoot here. They might have to if Inter does a good job at covering stuff up. The pace here is going to be the big sticking point. Inter, obviously, if Pavard's unable to go, is going to have a little bit more age back there on the back line with Demarian and Acarbi in the middle. I'm not sure what the deal with De Vrij is either. I didn't see him on the injury report. So this is just looking like a very strange starting 11 from FOTMob here. I wouldn't put a whole shit ton of stock in this, but again, this is just what I have to work with. Koundé did have a really big goal against Madrid. I think Koundé shoots. I think that he does a good job there from right back to get involved in the offense. So if you want to take Koundé for a shot, maybe a shot on target, or maybe even an assist, because he does get a lot of nice through balls in there. That's something I would be interested in as far as Barcelona props go for value here. It's going to be tough to find a lot of value on Barcelona being a super large favorite at home. What if you want Barcelona to win and advance and you want to bet heavily on Barcelona props, you need to really hope that Inter keep this a 1-goal game or a draw game going into the San Siro, because that's where you'll find value on a majority of this Barcelona stuff. So we'll stick it there. That's about all the nice things I can muster to say for Barcelona. As far as Inter stuff goes, I very much doubt we see Arnautovic unless Thuram is somehow not fit and not able to go here. Thuram's just been playing better all season. Arnautovic has been dealing with knocks. He's a decent player, but yeah, he's not the guy that I'm looking to go to right out of the gate in Champions League. I want Thuram. He's been playing much better. Arnautovic is a serviceable backup who has some European pedigree and can do some nice things, but he's not Thuram. So that I don't love here. If Thuram is banged up and I just don't know about it, leave it in the comments, bitch at me, whatever. But yeah, even if it's even if there is no Thuram, I don't know if you go with Arno or you go with Taremi. Inter's been playing around with that second pairing for Martinez for quite some time. And like I said, Martinez struggled to find his way into this starting 11 to begin the season. I know he did have an extended off season playing in Copa America, blah, blah, blah. So maybe that had something to do with it. Everybody's playing a billion minutes. That's no excuse. Inter, put out your best starting 11, defend like your hair's on fire, keep this score close, go get 1 goal. If you get 1 goal as Inter here, chances are this game is going to be close and within striking range if you come back to the San Siro. So that would be my suggestion. Lautaro Martinez to score or assist at plus 195 on FanDuel looks pretty good. He's not in the starting 11, but like I mentioned, DeMarco played over the weekend. He hasn't been producing offensively as much as I'd like, but his shot on target number at plus 170 over on DraftKings is absolutely ridiculous. Calhanoglu, who's the guy who takes penalty kicks here for Inter and is just an absolute monster in the midfield with a howitzer for a leg that lets him go all the time. Calhanoglu for a shot on target is plus 215. I also like DeMarco and Calhanoglu to take multiple shots. So DeMarco over 1.5 shots at plus 160 on FanDuel looks like a really, really good number. And Calhanoglu over 1.5 shots at plus 205 on DraftKings looks like a really good number. I talk about this Inter midfield a lot. They obviously play with wingbacks that transition between midfield, having the ability to go forward and join the offense, but also get back defensive responsibility. So they play 5 in the middle here, but you got to remember Augusto and Dumfries have get back responsibility, and it can look like 5 at the back at times, and they also have get forward responsibility. So you guys have attacking and defending here. If Dumfries is fit and ready to go, I am a huge Denzel Dumfries fan. I will be looking to get involved in his shots, his shot on target, potentially his to score assist. Dumfries puts in great through balls, and he puts in really good service. So Dumfries' assist is never something out of the realm of possibility that I'm always looking at. Mkhitaryan here is another guy who likes to shoot. Him just to take a single shot is minus 130 on DK. We'll see what this back line looks like tomorrow when we go live. I am really going to need final starting 11s for a lot of these things, but I'm looking for Inter to keep it close here. I think there's a ton of value on Inter player props. Going to need a more accurate starting 11 than this, but I think I've given you guys some good stuff for a jumping off research point. So yeah, be sure to tune in right here on youtube.com/@Burrow772. Tomorrow afternoon, right around 2:15 p.m. Eastern, we'll go live with the official starting 11s. We'll cover what player props I'm locking in, and what I'm looking at for tomorrow as far as this match goes. I really want Inter to keep this close. They've looked like dog shit lately. Barcelona probably handles their business here. It'll be interesting. If Inter can keep it close, I do really give them a serious chance in the reverse fixture at the San Siro. But if this is going to end up being Barca going through, I'm not going to be super happy about it. So just expect that. Before we get out here too, I do want to mention I am partnered with BetUS. If you are looking for a sports book, I use BetUS to bet all my cards and player files, plus anything else they're top of the market in. You have a sign-up deposit match up to 125% available right down below in the video description, as well as links to follow me on other social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, X, whatever you want to call it. Links for the Discords, all that stuff right down below. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Again, we will be live tomorrow, and we'll go over some stuff in more detail and what I am locking in. But I think I got through the basic points of Puta Barca. They're still probably the better team, and some player prop research for you to do overnight. So appreciate you as always for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow or at the window. And until next time, folks out. Doses. We outside.